So it's TA now, and then it's the little film. So shall we get on with it? Well, we were talking about strokes, weren't we? Do you remember what a stroke is? It's a unit of recognition. We've got verbal and non-verbal. We've got positive and negative, and we've got conditional and unconditional. And you can have a look back at the previous episodes if you want to brush up on that. But this week I wanted to talk about a stroke filter. I picture it as, you know, having a sieve in front of me. And if I get a stroke that doesn't fit in with my preferred stroke quotient, well, for the strokes that I imagine that I'm due, that I deserve, if it doesn't fit in with that, then I reject it. Yeah. So, for instance, I might say, oh, you know, you're so good at putting things together and you're so good at describing things. But if when you were a little child, you thought, oh no, I'm much better at I don't know, doing something else, then you'll just say, oh, well, it's nothing. You won't accept that. So we have these strokes that we imagine we deserve. And if we get strokes that we imagine we don't deserve, this is thoughts that we've made when we were very young. We don't let them through the filter. And so, in other words, we're missing out on a lot because we could get a lot more strokes than we allow ourselves. So some people, when they're young, they think, oh no, positive strokes aren't good. I'm used to getting negative ones. And so when they get a positive stroke as they grow up, they don't accept it. Remember last week we said, oh, I like your hair. Oh, it needs washing. I've had it cut actually this week. Oh, it needs washing. Oh, you know, yeah, we filter them out. So we need to know how to open up, how to dissolve that stroke filter and let these strokes through so that we can benefit. Strokes that you have to ask for are worthless. Oh, well, you know, if I have to ask for a kiss or, you know, a hello, or it's not worth it. If I've asked for it, it doesn't count. But they count just as much as a stroke that is given to you because somebody wanted to give it to you. It counts just as much. But I can remember the first time I did this, I thought, oh, I'll ask for a hug. I want a hug. And I'll see how it feels. Oh, it felt strange. It definitely felt strange. But you know, that hug is worth just as much as one that's given spontaneously. Interesting, isn't it? Because I get a hug. What's wrong with asking for a hug? But surely, you might say, surely if that person gives it to me because I've asked for it, they're just doing it to be nice. Well, they might have wanted to give you a hug. But parent is saying, don't give them a hug. Don't give them a hug. They might take advantage. This might happen. That might happen. So they might have wanted to. You might be standing there thinking, oh, I wish I could have a hug. They might be standing there thinking, I wish I could give a hug. But controlling parents say, no, don't be nice. Don't do that. You'll be taken advantage of. And child is saying, oh, don't ask. It's not the same if you ask. But you know what? A hug is a hug, whether you've asked for it or not. And you know, if that hug didn't feel quite right, and you get the sense, that it wasn't given out of, they wanted to, that it was a marshmallow hug. Do you remember that? Marshmallow. Yeah, they're just doing it to be nice. Then you can just reject it and think, oh, wasn't what I wanted. But you can still ask for it. See how it feels. Don't show off. That's what parents used to say. It's rude to boast. Well, we don't want to be boastful, but we do want to think enough of ourselves, don't we? So if we won a prize at sports day, Oh, don't boast. Other people can say how good it was, but we mustn't. Adapted child. And so as adults, we might stop ourselves from doing that. And so we can belittle ourselves quite a lot. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, no, anyone can do that. Yeah. But we need to self-stroke ourselves, particularly in these times. We may be living on our own. We may be, not having so much interaction with people. Self-stroking is very good for us. I'm pleased with this project bag. I've never made one before. All right, it's not perfect. It's good enough. It does the job. I'm pleased with my work. Does that sound boastful? Oh, wow. Let's enjoy it. So next time I'm going to go on and talk about the stroke bank. Let's talk about it now. It won't take long. If we get a stroke, we can hold that. We can hold that stroke and we can take it out later and we can self-stroke. When I did the shall I shan't I, shall I shan't I, chin wag, I got some nice strokes. Oh, don't give up, we enjoy it. Oh, please carry on. I've stored those away. So when I get those times of, I don't know, I can pull those out of my stroke bank and I can think, people are enjoying it. People that don't enjoy it won't stay. Well, that's fair enough, isn't it? But the people that are saying they enjoy it, please carry on. That's in my stroke bank and I can pull that out when I need a little bit of, encouragement. So what we need to do is keep this bank topped up. And if we don't accept strokes, the bank will get pretty low. We could even go into overdraft and we don't want to do that. No. So we want a nice bank of topped up strokes that we can pull on when we're feeling a bit, when we need to stroke ourselves.